Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I am JT O'Sullivan. Today, CJ Stroud, week 2, nice win, burst the Bears. Fired up. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. Before we dive into the video, quick reminder about the Quarterback School Patreon community. This group is the foundation, the bedrock of the channel. Not only is it a great, inexpensive way to support the channel, but you get even more Quarterback School content. Hop over there, join, become a member. I appreciate your support. As for this video, let's get into it. CJ Stroud, the Texans, nice win, burst the Bears. Up top, we are going to hit Collins. He's the number 2 on the line of scrimmage on a little in-breaker. Middle field closed, man free, Russian 5. Really nice job here. Again, just big dude work in the middle of the field against the leverage that we're looking for. Really nice job from CJ. Again, decisive. Knows exactly where he wants to go with the ball. Great rhythm. You know, maybe the throw on the back hip as opposed to the normal precision that we're used to seeing. But I just love how they construct this play. So post shift here, pause this thing right at the snap. When you catch middle field closed, okay, so post safety back there, and they are playing man, and we are running some sort of in-breaking route here. Normally, these slot receivers, anybody who's kind of quote-unquote inside the divider, and if you don't know what the divider is, I know a great course, it goes into significant detail, but just think anybody who's kind of close to the ball. So maybe around the numbers, depending on what it is, and again, the dividers change in the league, but if you're inside this, so if you're a slot or tight split, you're almost always going to get outside leverage with the man coverage. So again, outside leverage. And the reason you're going to do that is because they're trying to funnel the ball to that post safety. They've got one safety in the middle. They want the leverage to be outside to funnel you in. Well, you know that as a quarterback, as an offense, so you want to hit these in-breakers. You'll be able to get them the ball as long as you don't hold on to it too long and you run into the safety. So this is a perfect combination of leverage up top on the number 2. So right there, you can see he's got inside leverage on that outside defender. Got him. And immediately the leverage dictates win. And the great tempo from CJ Stroud. Again, good enough throw here for a nice chunk. You know, a better throw here out in front of him. Maybe he makes this guy miss and it turns into a huge yak opportunity. But super decisive against the right leverage. Again, you can see the leverage in the top right corner, right? As he goes to throw that thing, lowercase a, and the ball's just a little on the back hip. But still, really nice little chunk attacking the middle of the field. Next one here, 3rd and 7. Again, in Nico Collins. He's going to start as the number 3. Going to move to the number 1 up top. I'm going to call this just double slant up top. And we've got Collins outside, one-on-one. You know, a bit of a unique stem there. You know, the one thing you would say here is, hey, man, you got to find a way to get a first down. This can't be close. You've got to know where you are on 3rd and 7 to catch this little short slant or fin or in-breaker and be able to get a first. This is certainly good enough there. Go put your shoulder down and go get us a first down. Now, the unique thing here, structure-wise, is I really like what's at the bottom of the screen, too. It's kind of a unique way to run. You know, all these guys that come out of the Shanny system love this little, like, looper return route. And I like it here, the way that they do it, where the first guy on the ball does that, the second guy runs like the corner. So if he were to work down here for whatever reason, we got a good chance right here. We got another runaway potential. But this is one of those things where up top, you know, whatever this stem is, and then you hit it, we throw it, you got to get the first, 3rd and 7. That would be the only critique here on what this is. And again, just because it's not my favorite release in the world doesn't mean it won't work. So up top, lower your shoulder and go get a first down. At least the second time. If you make one guy miss right there, now go forward. Just not quite able to. And now we're in a short yardage situation. So it's one of those things where, again, CJ Stroud, outstanding. Decisive. Got the double mug situation. Block him up. Get the ball out. Put it on him. Should be a first down for us. Next play here, 4th and 1. Again, staying aggressive. We're going to do a little power pass. Just throw it to the fullback up top in the flat. Bluff the edge, get it to him. Really difficult play here for any defense to play man coverage, play 0. Ask that middle linebacker to fit the run and go out and cover someone in the flat. Borderline impossible. Nice job from Stroud here, just kind of drifting. Technically, he's hot here. You know, the play, you can play this thing so fast that you really don't have to deal with the hot. But I love the fact that he just drifts and takes no chances here. Open, put it on him. Beautiful. So again, what this play is this is where we're trying to go with the ball. He's going to come out here, bluff the edge player, and run the flat. Okay, there's a lot of different ways to get here, but the second thing, so if this is 1, what is 2 normally shows up right in this area. So right here, I think they run some version of like mesh. So we come across, and the guy who would be number 2 is the shallow coming back this way. So that would be kind of 2, and then I think it's usually paired with like a corner. Now we'll talk about what the hot protection is from the back, but usually the tailback is trying to cut the end man on the line of scrimmage. So block, chop, there it is. And again, this play has been everywhere for decades in the league. So pass pro wise here, what you want to do is the offensive line is essentially full sliding away. So it's an easy full slide sell out. Again, little short fuzz motion, come out here, bluff the end man on the line of scrimmage and get out to the flat. That's 1. The tailback is coming right off that bluff and he's going to chop. Usually the end man on the line of scrimmage. If there are 2, so right here, 1, 2, normally you want to chop, and I've been on different teams do this different ways. I always prefer to chop the outside of the 2. So you want to take your inside shoulder and hit his outside quad. But you're really going to, if there's +2 right here, you got a chance to be hot. So that's what he is. He beats it with just drifting and getting the ball out quickly. If for some reason the flat's not there and you're hot, we've got some issues. So again, watch that bluff. Go, chop. There's the chop. You see 2 guys there, but it's 4th and 1. They're trying to stop the run, not thinking they're going to get flatted, and that's an easy little chunk for us. Next one here, start of the second quarter, 2nd and 24. We're going to throw a touchdown pass down here to the bottom of Nico Collins. After a little hands to the face, great middle of the field attacking concept. Now, I'm not even going to sit here and pretend to tell you what their read is, how he got to Nico Collins. I am going to tell you that he throws it with nice anticipation right into that middle field. Again, anytime you catch middle of the field offensively, you're thinking we're going to love to find a way to attack that middle of the field. So coverage-wise here, what I would call quarter, quarter, half. So quarter, quarter. Here's that half field safety down here. Here's the hands to the face, cloud, rolled up corner. We're going to get this up, and we're going to attack the middle of the field. You see all this space here. I think they run the back out from the backfield, a little choice hookup right there, and we're just going to put this linebacker in a blender. And again, it helps when you can play this thing with the level of anticipation that CJ does to be able to put this thing up and down right here. Now, what's on the other side and how he gets down here, that's their secret sauce. But I love the fact that we're going to high-low him. Boom. And again, you can see CJ Stroud go to throw that thing. Great rhythm, no hitch. He's separating right there. Nico Collins is not into that hole yet. So we're leading him into that hole. Nice job blocking downfield as well. And we find our way into the end zone. On 2nd and forever, it's just a backbreaker. So again, pause this thing right before he throws it. Foot in the ground. There it is. Deciding to throw it before Nico Collins turns. You got to lead him into that window right down the hash. And then we're going to score from there. Attack that middle of the field. Love it. Next one, 3rd and 10. This is a pretty damn impressive hookup up top here on the inside release, little circus or corner. Now, I'm not sure exactly how he knew this would be there or how he gets there. I love CJ Stroud's base, his patience right here. Great protection as well. Trust in that thing and throwing an absolute strike on the sideline. So to me here, I'm used to calling this coverage lurk. And all that means is that it's cover 1. He's going to get to the middle. He's coming down from the weak side here. And then it's manned up everywhere around here. Now, again, in this video, we've already talked about middle of the field closed. So there's the post safety. What you're going to expect inside the dividers. And even though we don't know what their dividers are on defense, the dividers just, again, a term you use to set the defense for the leverage. So if the eligible is inside the divider, you're going to get outside leverage. If you're outside the divider, you're essentially 0. You're one-on-one, you're inside leverage. So once this guy's inside, and this is triple slant down here to the bottom, I'll call it some version of triple slant. I personally am thinking right here, the number 2 on triple slant. with middle field closed, thinking I got outside leverage. So, I mean, the read here, I don't necessarily totally can understand, but the execution, beautiful. Again, you can see Nico Collins. He's going to win for a first down. That's a win with the leverage that we want. You just read that thing right across the board, inside out, down here to the bottom. But if you're going to work up top and you just trust Diggs to win, and he can win, good for you. Again, I think, to live in that world that we do right here is difficult, but they make it work. That's a beautiful throw. And again, just watch the base from CJ Stroud. There's no wasted movement. He keeps his base the whole time. Patient, easy gas, right on him. Hell yeah. Next one here, 1st and 10, 18 seconds left to go in the first half. We're going to throw what I'm going to call a spray deep out down here to the bottom. This is excellent anticipation. It's just what the dude does. Nothing easy about this throw. On the sideline, maybe it's a tick far, but I think we could catch that ball too. I mean, it really is beautiful. It's a great job to be able to get this opportunity to drive the ball down the field and stop the clock on the sideline. Again, you be the judge here. Could we catch that and keep our feet in? It would be tough. There's no doubt it would be tough, but I think we can do it. I think that's a pretty damn impressive throw. And I would expect us to catch that ball and hook that thing up. And again, watch the route at the bottom. So it's a spray, so it's not a straight stem. He's going to spray outwards toward the boundary. We're going to throw this thing. Look at the anticipation he throws this thing with. Great base. Look, he's throwing it right there. I mean, it doesn't get better than this. Tight coverage. Look at the coverage. The dude's in his hip. We just know where he's going. And we're throwing this with crazy anticipation. This is wide side of the field, deep out. Elite arm strength, accuracy, everything except that final execution. That is awesome. That's pretty sweet from CJ Stroud. It really is. And the dude just does this every single week, every opportunity, every series, every quarter. It is awesome. Halftime, you dig the channel and you haven't already, please like, subscribe, hit the bell, get the notifications. I sincerely appreciate you subscribing to the channel. It means a lot to me, so thank you for taking the time and doing that. Again, the Quarterback School Patreon community, you know about it. Join, become a member, get even more Quarterback School content. We also have Quarterback School courses. Now, these courses are the premium content available through the channel. These are deep dives on my favorite football topics. We have a course on RPOs, tempos, pass protection. The best-selling course is how to beat every coverage. We also have an entire offense available for you, so hop over there and enroll. You can check out the courses at the new Quarterback School website, theqbschool.com. Hop over there, ask me anything, a really fun, interactive way to dive into the library of content available through the channel. And then finally, make sure to follow me across all the social media platforms. I appreciate your support. As for the video, let's get back to it. All right, into the second half here. Next one, 3rd and 4. This is going to end up being kind of an extended play, really what CJ Stroud does to kind of take this thing over. We don't hook this one up. This could have been an even better night. I mean, that could easily score. And it's one of those things where he extends, he creates. One of those things that, again, I don't think, besides for the Georgia game in college, that he showcased his capacity to do and do very well. And in reality, it was more that he didn't have to do it, because he certainly can do it. This is an outstanding job. Again, watch the number 1 up top. They're running like a little pick for him with the loop by the number 2 right there. It's 3rd and 4. You catch man. That's where you want to go. Okay, they don't. They sort it out. He doesn't go there. Now we go extend. Scramble drill. I mean, you can see the space. I mean, it's a beautiful job from Stroud seeing this, first of all. Letting it rip, putting it right on him. You can't catch it for him, right? So we're extending, but we're not extending to run. We're extending to create. And that ball's right on it. I mean, that is a shame. Again, instead of making some, jump catch there, just running through a perfectly thrown ball, might score. So go create. Touch. I mean, what the? Lost it in the lights? Holy moly. That is a shame. Next one here, 3rd and 15. Not the down and distance you want to be in. We're going to run a deep hook over the ball to Diggs. He's the number 2 down here to the bottom. This is there. I think CJ throws a pretty good ball. I think initially on film, it looks like he misses him. But I think Diggs kind of has some wasted movement at the top of his route, almost like falls back, isn't clean in his break. And I think CJ's throwing it in between the defenders. It's, again, great pass protection. It looks like it's off the mark. And maybe if you ask Stroud, he would say, hey, I got to give him a better ball. I got to throw it to him. But I think if you watch this route, it looks like he kind of falls out of this thing at the top. So up, and you want to kind of split the near defenders here with this thing. I just feel like when he hits his back foot, he kind of drifts this way, and the ball's already thrown in between the two defenders. So they're just not quite on the same page. And again, what's the most gentle way to say this? I don't think Diggs on film looks like he's the easiest guy in the world to throw to. It's not that he doesn't win. I just feel like little things like this at the top of routes make it difficult on a quarterback to play with anticipation. See him kind of move to his right. So as he turns here, you can see Stroud's already throwing it. He's ready to rip it right there. He's going to throw it between the two defenders. But Diggs keeps drifting to his right. And now the ball looks like it's way to his left, as opposed to whatever they're supposed to do at the top, whether it's come right back to the quarterback, whether it's flip right around and the ball's there, whatever the details are for them and the nuance of their offense, it's not this. And again, I don't think it's that bad of a throw. I think if he's right where he's supposed to be when he stops, that thing hits him. Maybe now it hits him low, but that got to be a first. Next one here, 2nd and 10. We get a little lucky right here. This is Lion down here to the bottom, double slant. The nickel or the star makes a hell of a play. Now, I know he doesn't catch it right here on the video, but this is one of those ones pre-snap. I think universally across football, you catch middle field open, you're thinking, I got a pretty good shot on double slant to hit the outside slant. That nickel just looks like he's, read the card, like he knows what's coming. So it's almost a great play from him. It's a nice play regardless, just getting his hand on it, because pre-snap with this configuration of a shell, potentially two for sure, even quarters, I'm thinking I got the outside guy most likely. Now this route here on the inside slant, different teams do it different ways. I always preferred what I'm used to calling a dart, which was a one step. And if you got it, great. If not, you got to stay kind of vertical here. And the reason you want to stay vertical is because you want to occupy this nickel or this star. You don't want to come out here so flat and think, well, I'm going to get the ball right here. And then he just says, no, you're not. And he drifts into the slant lane. So again, could that part of it be a little bit steeper and help us protect this throw? Maybe. I just think 6 makes a hell of a play. And that's going to scare a lot of quarterbacks off throwing that outside slant. This is terrifying as a quarterback because right here, nothing about this look says that nickel's going to put his hands on a slant. He just reads CJ and makes a play on it, and it's a hell of a play. It's almost a world-class play. And it's a game changer if you pick 6 that thing. But even the fact that he put his hands on it, I think is pretty impressive and pretty scary from a quarterback perspective. Because I don't have any problem with CJ Stroud's decision, timing. Those guys get paid too, and that's a hell of a play right there. Woo! Get lucky. Next one, 3rd and 8. Again, CJ Stroud extending the play, bailing to his right, got to go. Nothing there. Eyes downfield. Creative. Now, the thing here, and I don't remember if they said it on the broadcast or not, I'm not sure who he's throwing it to. I know Nico Collins catches it. It looks like he's looking back to me, like back across the field to the left. And I think it's Dell that's running across. Technically, they both would catch it, right? I mean, it's a good throw if it's to either of them. Nico Collins is coming from this way. I'm not sure he saw him. I just thought his eyes were back this way, and maybe he's talked about it since then. To me, if that's the case, you certainly get lucky, because if you don't see your own guy, you probably don't see their guy either. So just realizing the fact that, hey, we've gotten lucky here a little bit in the second half with what could have been a pick on that slant, with not seeing our own guy here potentially. You might get all in your feelings and be like, he definitely knew what he was doing. He definitely saw. There's only one guy that knows for sure where exactly he was looking. You can see that backside in is there. And if he's looking down here to the bottom, pretty fortunate that his own guy caught that as opposed to somebody wearing orange. But you can't take away the fact that CJ Stroud has the capacity to extend and looks comfortable and has great vision. It's a big time play on 3rd and 8. Last one here, another nice 3rd down conversion. This one's probably one of the easier ones of the night. We're just going to raise back and throw the tight end, the number 2, down here to the bottom to the flat. There's just way too much space from the Bears defense. That's way too easy, way too much depth trying to banjo that thing. And now it's 1st and goal inside the 5. So what could have been an opportunity for a big stop right here, get the ball back, make this thing manageable at the end. This is just too easy for anybody, let alone CJ Stroud in this offense. He can't get the ball out fast enough. Again, nice job, nice play call, keeping it simple. But again, you've got to think Chicago-wise here. This can't be what they want to be in at the bottom of the screen. This is a simple, 2v2, banjo that thing. It's 3rd and 5. Look how deep the DBs are. The first down marker is the 15. They're getting depth. Both of them are getting depth. I mean, that's just a simple flat. I mean, there's no way that you should be able to just raise up and throw a flat like that and then turn it into that. So nice job from Stroud. Nice job converting a number of 3rd downs. Crucial in this game. Some extending plays. Some just taking what the defense is there. If they're going to give it to you, don't apologize. Take the profit. 1st and goal, and let's roll. So that is a wrap. CJ Stroud, Texans, nice win versus the Bears Sunday Night Football. Thought CJ Stroud played solid. Was it perfect? No. There was that opportunity, potentially for an interception, pick 6. They got a little fortunate. I actually thought it was a pretty decent read from CJ Stroud. I'm not sure what else you could do other than throw that slant that he does. It just didn't get intercepted. Not going to apologize for that. The fact that I think CJ Stroud is just so consistent. He's so polished. He's accurate. The anticipation, the precision of where he puts the ball is just so consistent. You time that up with the relationship, that what it looks like with Nico Collins, what it continues to develop with Dell and Diggs, and this offense is pretty damn scary already. Continue for them to get better, but my goodness, CJ Stroud, the capacity to do what he does from the pocket, and then you add on the ability to extend, to create the vision outside the pocket for the big chunks plays. Pretty damn special. Thank you so much for hanging to the end. I will see you next time. Have a good one.